Well, it's coming up to that most wonderful time of the year again. And many people have Christmas favorites. They have songs that they love. There's a very famous one sung by Shane MacGowan and the Pogues, Fairytale of New York. Well, I want to give a little slant on somewhere else that there's a fairy tale around, and that's the fairy tale of Dublin City. Fairy tale of Dublin City. And instead of Shane MacGowan and Kirsty McCall, we have Senator Mary Fitzpatrick and Big Jim O'Callaghan, the Justice Minister, between the two of them doing a duet, but sending out mixed messages when it comes to Dublin City, especially in and around safety. So, any followers of this channel will know I'm no fan of the Irish government or the so called Justice Minister, Jim O'Callaghan, who recently came out with a statement that he feels Dublin's getting safer and he would have no problem walking around it at any time of the day or night on his own. That's what Big Jim says. But the experiences of people that live there, work there, visit there would be something else altogether. And I'm going to show you Jim's infamous clip that he recorded just after an English tourist was attacked viciously in Dublin's Temple Bar a few months ago. And that person, sadly, has now died. But Jim feels safe, so that's the most important thing. This has came out. Senator Mary Fitzpatrick from Fianna Fáil. What will you do? What will you do to help make Dublin City safer? If you live in Dublin City, if you work in Dublin City, if you employ people in Dublin City, you, yes, you can help make the city safer for all? Really? Please apply before the 21st of November through Fianna Fáil Party, Jim O'Callaghan, Dublin City Council, and there's a link through where you can get involved in making Dublin safer. Yes, you don't have to be a politician. You don't have to be a member of An Garda Síochána, just, your average everyday Dublin citizen. Now, the question must be asked, if Jim O'Callaghan thinks Dublin's getting safer and there's no problem, he's safe as a row of houses, then why is she coming out and saying that they want to help make Dublin safer with community participation? So she made a little promo video that I'm going to play for you right now. And think about this video in light of what Jim O'Callaghan said concerning Dublin's fair city.
City safer? Well, here's your chance. They're setting up 5 community safety partnerships here in Dublin City, and they need community voices. They need young voices, they need employers, they need residents to help shape safety plans for the city.
Hang on a minute, and maybe I'm mistaken here, but there's a lot of people who've been talking for a long time about how to make Dublin safer, and they were silenced. They were told to shut up. They were told to get out of Dublin City Council meetings. They were laughed at. They were scorned by the mayor of Dublin as well, to be honest with you, all through this year. Any hint that Dublin is unsafe and needs to be made safer with community engagement was scorned and laughed at. It was deemed to be a far-right mentality, xenophobic, racist, extremist. Seems to be a little bit of a shift going on here. Now they're actually asking people, soliciting people, canvassing people to come forward and give their views on how to make Dublin safer. Well, there's one way you could make Dublin a hell of a lot safer, and it doesn't need a lot of community engagement to get that. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people have been saying how to make Dublin safer for a very, very long time now, but at least they're acknowledging the fact that something needs to be done. That's a starting point, isn't it? Isn't it?
Community safety partnerships will bring the Gardaí, the health services, education, social services, and the community together to make our communities safer. If you live or work in the city and you have ideas about how to make the city safer, please apply before November 21st, and let's help make our city safer for all together.
Oh, safer for all together. Well, I don't live in Dublin City. I don't live there. I've been there a few times recently, along with tens of thousands of other concerned people living in and around Dublin dotted across Ireland coming together, 50 to 100,000 back in April, similar number back in June. Explained to the government that their mass immigration policy was highly detrimental to the social fabric and economic fabric and housing fabric of Ireland. And if something isn't done, all hell was going to break loose. Just everything was going to fall apart. Crime was going up, being suppressed. Just noticed as well, I've paused that. Look at the way she's staring at the camera. It's quite unsettling, don't you think? But anyway, yeah, I'm completely lost now. So a lot of people have very strong ideas on how to make Dublin safer, but they were scoffed. They were mocked. Let's hear Big Jim. This is Big Jim O'Callaghan during the summer when he explained that no, Dublin is safe. So it makes you think, well, what has happened between July, August, and November time? That's only a few months to change this narrative. Now they're asking people to get engaged in community safety.
A British tourist was seriously injured during an assault in Temple Bar in Dublin city centre. He remains in a critical condition in Beaumont Hospital.
And just for information purposes, that clip was recorded during the summertime. The English tourist in question is now dead. They died following this assault in the Temple Bar, very popular tourist industry in Dublin. So anyway, that's just an update.
Publicans and traders in the area told Virgin Media News that despite a higher Garda presence in the area, antisocial behaviour persists.
So listen, a large capital city is always going to have incidents of criminal behaviour, but like, my own view is Dublin's getting safer.
There you have it. Capital city's always going to have its crime, that's true. But in his opinion, Dublin's getting safer. So if Dublin's getting safer, why is this senator coming on saying she wants community engagement to make Dublin safer?
Dublin's getting safer. Like, my view is Dublin's getting safer. My own 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 view is Dublin's getting safer.
Do you get the point? Do you get the point?
Like, I'm happy to walk around Dublin any time of the day or night. Around Dublin any time of the day or night. Like, I'm happy to walk around Dublin any time of the day or night. Like, I'm happy to walk around Dublin any time of the day or night. And I would like the message to go out to people that Dublin is a safe place to come into. A safe place to come into. And I would like the message to go out to people that Dublin is a safe place to come into. I would like the message to go out to people that Dublin is a safe place to come into.
This week, a British...
Someone should make a song with that in it. That's sampled in it. So Big Jim O'Callaghan thinks Dublin is safer and he's happy to walk around any part of it day or night. And I've said many, many times since he came out with that ludicrous statement, go for it, Jim. Let's see you do it. Let's see you do it without your Garda entourage of protection. He wouldn't do it. No mission. No mission at all. So this is when you click on the link, if you're interested in getting involved, if you click on the link that the council has provided, they're seeking expressions of interest to join a local community safety partnership to make Dublin safer and more inclusive for all. No, forget that. Forget that. For now, why do you have to slip in the inclusivity? Is it about safety or not? Or is it about safety and inclusion? How about exclusion? How about excluding the criminal elements? How about focusing on that? Safety and exclusion. Excluding violent criminals, thugs, gangsters, people that shouldn't even be here in the first place. How about that? Would that help? Council is setting up 5 local community partnerships, 1 in each of the administrative areas. So, they're taking it semi-seriously. Community representation is vital. Is it? Or is it just a token gesture? Is it just a virtue signaling, box ticking exercise, as is the norm for this woeful government and woeful Dublin City Council group? They want a minimum of 4 residents. 4? As well as others from community and voluntary sectors. So 4 residents. That's not a lot. Not a lot from each area. So 4 by 5 is 20. So basically they want 20 members of Dublin to come forward for this. And no doubt they'll all be raging lefties with, scarves around their necks, blue hair, and Palestine flags. Probably. Membership is capped. So you're going to have government agencies, Gardaí, community membership includes minimum of 4 residents, a youth rep, a business rep, and one from the voluntary sector and members of new communities. It doesn't say if there's a cap on that. Doesn't say if there's a cap on that. You can collaborate with local services. Interested individuals are invited to complete the expression of interest form. The final date is 21st of November. 2025. So if you're listening into this particular message, this upload, this infomercial, and you would like to participate in the Fairytale of Dublin City, well, get clicking, become part of it. Be interesting if one of you lot could get onto one of those panels and feed it back what exactly goes on. That's if you're selected, of course. If it's anything like the presidential selection, not election, I'm sure most of you would be barred or gerrymandered out of ever getting on that panel. So let me know what you think. Leave me a comment below, especially if you're a Dublin resident. Cut and paste the link to this video, share it out there. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. I'm Rick Munn. This is No Risk, No Reward Media, over and out.